Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and I am the creator behind Lily Rose Craft Room. And for today's video, we are going to be using the beautiful Thunder Nova 35 to create these amazing sublimation acrylic keychains. This right here is my favorite coffee shop. I literally get it every single day. Their Masapan iced coffee is literally the best. So before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Turn on the notifications bell so you guys don't miss on any new videos. All right, let's get started. We're gonna start off on LightBurn. This is a software that we use for the Thunder laser. And to bring in an image, we're gonna go on File, Import, and I'm gonna select the PNG that I edited on Adobe Illustrator. There I was able to make the offsets for the keychain. The size I made for these keychains are 3 inches in width and 1.6 inches high. Next, to make my outline cut on my PNG, I'm going to right click and select Trace Image. So now this pops up, and where all the purple is, those are where the cuts are going to be. But I don't want the cuts all over inside the image. I want them on the outer. So what we're gonna do is click Trace Transparency, and it's gonna get rid of the purple in the middle, and it's only gonna keep the outline. So next we're gonna hit OK, and now we have our outline cut. So let me just move over my design so we can take a look at it. Now I'm just gonna put my design back in the center for reference because I wanna be able to put the keychain hole, and I want that picture just to know where the hole is gonna go. Now that I have that picture centered in my cut line, next I'm going to select the circle shape, and then I'm gonna hold Shift on my keyboard and drag it with my mouse. That way it creates the perfect circle. This is gonna be the inside of my keychain, and it's gonna be 4.1 millimeters. And then I'm gonna make another circle, and this is gonna be the outer part of my keychain, and for this one it's gonna be 7 millimeters. Next I'm gonna grab these two circles together and I'm going to center them. Next, I'm gonna highlight my circles and bring them over to where I want the keychain holes to be. So I think right here, like above the coffee bean, would be perfect. Next, I move the picture just to see like where my outline is. So now what I'm gonna do is highlight my offset of the keychain and the outside of the keychain circle, and we're gonna select Weld, and it's gonna combine it together. And notice I didn't highlight the inner circle with it because I need that to be its own separate cut. Now I'm just going to delete the PNG because I don't need it. I just needed the outline cut, and that PNG is going to be printed on my sublimation printer. Next, I'm just gonna group it together just in case I don't move anything. I want all my little pieces to stay into place. So now we are going to create our array. That way we can cut a batch on the laser. So I'm gonna create first a template of my material. So we're gonna select the T1, and that is template 1. Then I'm gonna select the square, and I'm gonna make it a width of 12 by 12 inches because that is the size of my sublimation acrylic. And here's a little tip: you can put 12 IN for inches and it'll convert it to millimeters. So if you don't want to keep converting it back and forth, just put 12 inches and it'll convert it itself to millimeters. Now to duplicate them, I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees, and then we're gonna select the array button on the left side, and we're gonna make columns and rows. So with this 12 by 12 material, I'm able to make 7 columns with 4 rows. And then I was double checking on the material to see it was really close to each edge on the top and the bottom, but I wasn't able to bring in the y-axis anymore, so I decided to take the risk and just cut it like that, and spoiler alert, it worked out. But I cut it really close. My go-to settings for cutting acrylic is speed of 14 and power of 35%. Before I cut, I always like to frame just to make sure all the design is within the material. And like I said, this one was pushing it to all the edges, but it worked out perfectly. Then I hit send to send the file to the laser, and just watch the laser do its magic. Having this Thunder Nova CO2 laser has been such a game changer. It cuts the acrylic like butter. I had no problem cutting this acrylic, and everything came out perfect. So now I'm gonna collect all of these little pieces, and now we're gonna get ready to sublimate on them. I have the Epson ET2800 that I converted into sublimation. This is a sublimation acrylic that I'm using today. It's the PYD Life, and they come in an 8-pack of 12 by 12 inch, and this is what they look like. So with these, since it's sublimation acrylic, you're going to be sublimating on the back of it. This is where the sublimation coating is. It's more of a bright white on the back than it is on the front. So let me show you what it's gonna look like. So these are our cut keychains. So the back of it comes with the protective film, and so does the front. But for now, we're just gonna peel all of the back ones and leave the protective on the front for now. But when we're done pressing, we'll take those off. But as you can see, it's transparent, but the back is where it has that sublimation coating. If you guys are familiar with sublimation, you guys notice that I did not mirror these designs because since the sublimation coating is on the back, when we put it on our design, it's going to bring it forward. So there's no need to mirror the design when you're using sublimation acrylic, just like this. We're gonna take off the protective film from the back and we're gonna leave the front on for now, and we'll take them off when we're done. And then we're just gonna place him on the center, and then I'll tape them after I have all of them into place. And then with designing on Illustrator, I do like to make the offset a little bit bigger than what my cut is, just in case if I don't align it like super accurate, I don't want any of the white showing. So I'd rather have the offset than making it too short. So I'm just going to put all of these and I'm gonna tape them up. And before I put them into the heat press, we'll come back to it. I'm using a heat resistant tape just to make sure everything is nice and secure because I do not want these moving. Now for the heat press, we're gonna use my trusty HTV Ron Auto Heat Press 2. We're gonna warm it up to, it's supposed to be set at 356 degrees, but this only goes up in increments of 5. So we're just gonna leave it at 355 degrees for 60 seconds. Pressure, we're just gonna leave it at 90. So we're gonna let that warm up and then we're gonna put our keychains onto this. So I'm going to just line the bottom with parchment paper. I have my sheet of keychains here nice and taped so they're not going anywhere. Next, we're going to flip it over. That way the heat press is on the sublimation part. Let's get another piece of parchment paper, just like that, and then we're gonna press it at 355 degrees for 30 seconds. So this auto heat press, you just push it in and it automatically goes down. And it's gonna start the countdown. Right now they should be done. And next I'm gonna transfer them to my table and then put something really hard on top of it. And this is because when the acrylic gets warm, it kind of warps. So right away when it's still hot, hold it down with something heavy and like flat. That way it keeps its shape, and keep it down like that until it gets cool. All right, so now that they are cool, we just peel them off from our little sticker, and we're just going to peel off the little tape and the film comes with it. And look at how cool it is. And since it's sublimated on the back, you can see that there is depth and it looks so cool. And super, super glossy. Let me show you another one. This is why I left the other protective film until the very end. That way I don't want no accidents or scratches. It all just comes off really, really easy at the end. And then to assemble these, did make the hole a little bit bigger than like normal keychains are, is because I like using these acrylic tabs. The reason I like using these is because I feel like I like to have this plastic piece right here better than a keychain like constantly rubbing against it. I feel like it's gonna get like scratched eventually. So that's why I like using these little acrylic tabs. So you just feed it through and then you just snap it into place. And here is the keychain. That is super cool. So I'm just going to finish assembling these, heat pressing the other ones, and then I'm gonna show you how they look like all together. But that is so, so awesome. I love it. Here they are all finished together. The colors came out so vibrant and I feel like that gold keychain really made it pop. Let me know what you guys think about them. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. All right, that is it for today's video. If you guys watched until the end, thank you guys so much. Show me by putting a thumbs up emoji in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It all helps my channel grow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.